Hey guys, today I'm going to be reviewing this 2024 DB12 from Aston Martin. Thank you to Adam Motors for lending me this car. So what's the better way to talk about the new generation of the DB12 while comparing it to its predecessor, which is the DB11? Okay, so let's start at the front. You can see here the grille has gotten significantly bigger than compared to the last year's generation. As you can see here, the grille here is way smaller and it has more of a ventilation down here compared to this year's model, where the grille is significantly bigger, and also the headlights have gotten a bit more bulkier as well. Here it's a bit more bulky towards the crease at that edge compared to this one, which is more sharper and leaner. They both use the same engine, which is the 4-liter bi-turbo V8, but there's a significant power bump up to the car. This one has 670 horsepower, I believe, and we're going to get more into the engine and more in depth later on this video. So going back at the front of the exterior. Okay, now going at the side, you can see here, we have R21s at the front and R21s at the back. We have 6 piston calipers with a gigantic slotted and ventilated discs. Also, this car is equipped with the newest Michelin Pilot Sport Plus S5 tires. It's a big mouthful. And at the back, these are using 325s. In the front, I believe they're using around 255s, around 275s, I believe. Now, you got a nice integrated side skirt to the car. Going at the back here a bit. You can now notice the light is more shining on the car, and you believe now this is not really a true black. It's like auburn black, I believe. And you got a carbon fiber exhaust tip. This is not really a tip. The real exhaust is under here, but this is a carbon fiber holder, I believe. Or it could be made of plastic, not 100% sure. You can see at the back here, I can't really show the back a lot because there's not that much space to work around with, but it has a very aggressive design, and I like the sleek and integrated taillights. They're really nice and they flow with the design. And when you're going faster, this little lip comes up. Now doing a little walk around. At the door here, I'm going to show you something. It's like a Porsche's door. You can put it wherever you want and it's going to stay still. Going to open the other side. Alright, so you can see here, it shoots up towards diagonally like a wing, which is a very nice subtle touch. And they had to do this on purpose to avoid the doors hitting the cribs because this car is super low to the ground. Here it does kind of seem like the car is a bit high up because there's some wheel raisers at the sides. Now that we're done talking about the doors and why the car looks a bit higher up, let's go towards the engine bay. To access the engine, there's a lever right here. And then you get access to this beautiful 4-liter bi-turbo V8. Now, I'm going to run you down the specs real quick because it's really just a Mercedes engine. This is the M177 bi-turbo 4-liter V8. And what Aston Martin has done to this engine was modified a bit higher. So what they have done is that they upgraded the cooling on this car so it never suffers from heat soak and stuff like that. So now, another thing that they have done was that they upgraded the turbos. They are bigger turbos. I don't know exact specs on the turbos, what they use, but they're bigger. So it bumped up from a mere 560, 550 HP all the way up to 670 HP and 800 Newton meters of torque, which is monstrous for this type of engine. And it's not really, and you can also see here that it's hand-built in Great Britain by this guy here. I can't pronounce his name. And you can see a beautiful DB12 flat written on there. And I guess that's all I can say for this engine. And with the transmission it's hooked up with is a DCT 8-speed automatic transmission with pedal shifters. So I'm going to be showing that in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to put the hood down. Now, while I'm putting this hood down, you can see here from up here, it's sucking in air and feeding it through here, and then feeding it directly to the turbos, which is a very smart engineering piece I've seen in a bit. So I'm going to be closing it now. Now it's time for the interior. I'm going to be stepping inside this car. So you can see here, this specific option is with black and red accents, which is really nice. There's not too much red in this, which I like. This is using a Bowlers and Wickens sound system, which is very nice. A very nice touch. And you can see here a nice Aston Martin plat written down here. Now, stepping into this car, you can see here, first we got a warning with the battery because this car's been open for a bit. Okay, now you can see here this kind of looks like a Mercedes steering wheel. I know, it does look like one. They're using mostly Alcantara around this whole car because it's a sports car. And you can see everywhere this surround sound system from Bowlers and Wickens. Now, let's talk about the steering wheel real quick before we move on to anything. So we have our infotainment systems, all the necessary gauges and stuff located here. We have two mechanical pedal shifters. Then we have here our center console unit, which is, you know, it's a very nice refresh. Before it kind of looked awkward and very, frankly, weird to be honest. But this year's model, they fixed all of those problems, and I love it. Here you have your infotainment system. This is not from Mercedes. This is from Aston Martin's. This is their engineering, and it surprisingly works really, really well. Then you have here your start engine. I love the fact they use glass. It's such good, nice throwback to the earlier DBSs and DB series, where they had a glass key fob, which also this car has, and you insert it to the dash, and then you can turn on the V12 6-speed manual. It was something else, I'll tell you that. Then you have your temp control here, your fan control here, your volume up, and then your other volume, your heat and cool seats control right here. Then what you can see here is that this is not only a start button, but it doubles up as a dialer. So you can dial up and go towards different sections to the screen. This is your shift knob. It looks like a Tic Tac, to be honest, but it's really nice. It's a nice integration. And if you're like getting bored of this car and stuff, and you want to really feel the car, you can press here, the manual mode, and you get access to the pedal shifters. Now going here, you get there are other controls here for suspension, Sports Plus mode. Now here's the thing, I can't really turn this car on, but when you're toggling through the settings, its normal setting is white. If you press it again, it goes to orange, and then once you press it again, it goes to red. Orange presents sports mode. Red means that it is Sports Plus mode, the most aggressive setting on this car, which is a very nice way to tell. You have two cup holders here. You have a center console, which just can frankly fit your wallet and your phone, and it has a 12-volt socket and two Type-C ports. Also, the back seats here, in a minute, I'm gonna go back, and it's very impractical, and you can not even fit a toddler back here. So this is what I think about the 2024 Aston Martin. So now I'm gonna get to the video's conclusion. Stepping out the car. And we have reached our end of the video. So what I think about this car, it's a very good sports car. The price is also reasonable with this car, and you get a lot with this car. And it's 100% upgrade from the DB11. So if you want to acquire this DB12 in Bahrain, come down to Adam Motors, link in the description to their website and stuff, and their Instagram page. All right, guys, thank you so much.